Welcome back to Fire Mike Coding.
Hey Ebony, I'm practicing coding with case scenarios. You know, I'm trying to get this CPC certification. But anyway, why am I seeing the same CPT code built by multiple providers? In this scenario, a radiology technician performed a CT chest scan without contrast at a hospital. The primary provider ordered the CT scan. The radiologist interpreted the results. So here the hospital reports CPT code 71250. The radiologist also reports CPT code 71250. So the question is, what best explains this billing scenario? Is it a duplicate billing? Did the physician repeat the CT scan order? Are there split components of the service, or is this unbundling? I'm thinking A, because it looks like double dipping to me.
And this is the moment many new coders discover technical and professional components. Oh, and before we get started, be sure to stay until the end because I added 2 CPC-style practice questions for you guys. Now, let's make this make sense. Some services are split between technical and professional components. For example, that CPT code 71250. The technical component, or the TC modifier, it covers the resources used during this service, also known as overhead. This includes the expensive machinery, the technician who did the tests, as well as all medical supplies and resources used. TC modifier is appended by the facility, that could be the hospital or even the imaging center, that's indicating they are only billing for the technical portion. Now, the professional component, which uses modifier 26, is the brain power. This is the physician's time spent supervising the test, interpreting the results, and writing the final medical report. Modifier 26 is appended to the physician's portion. That's like the radiologist or the pathologist. They're indicating they are only billing for the professional component of their services. In this scenario, there are 3 people involved. We have the CT technician, the radiologist, and the ordering physician. The TC modifier, this is used by the hospital or facility. The facility bills for the work done by the technician as well as the use of the equipment. Even though the technician did the physical work, they are still an employee of that facility. So the facility would use TC modifier. So what would they bill? In this scenario, they would use CPT code for the CT scan, which is 71250, and then they would attach modifier TC. Now, here's a side note. Hospitals are typically exempt from appending modifier TC because they already assume that the hospital is billing for that technical component. So, consult with individual payers for specific coding instructions. Now, moving on to the professional component, which is modifier 26, this is what the radiologist would use. So what would they bill? They would use the exact same CPT code in this scenario, 71250, but they would attach modifier 26.
So what about the ordering physician? Do they not get paid?
The physician who ordered the scan, that could be the primary care provider or a specialist, they do not bill for the CT scan itself. Billing of the CT scan is reserved only for the entities that provided the equipment or the interpretation. Now, what they can bill is for the office visit where they decided the scan was necessary, and or the follow-up visit where they explain the results to the patient, and from there they would use E&M codes, which are evaluation and management codes.
Okay, this makes so much more sense now. The answer is C, split components of the same service. Easy!
That's right, Rookie Rhonda.
But one question, what if a doctor has their own private office and they're ordering the CT scan and they're reviewing and interpreting the CT scan and they're dictating the report?
So there's a term called global billing, and this is where there's consolidated billing, where one single provider or an entity, they bill for the entire medical service. That would be the technical portions as well as the professional components, all on one claim. In the scenario that you just described, the provider owns the equipment, or at least they're leasing the equipment. They also are the employer of the technician performing the scan, and the doctor is also interpreting the results. So in that situation, they would use the CPT code without a modifier. So no modifier 26, no modifier TC is expected.
Got it.
And now it's quiz time, y'all. Since one of my subscribers asked for a few CPC ready practice exam questions, let's get it. There's still more to learn.